A deadlocked jury prompted a mistrial Saturday in the South Florida trial of rapper Ynw Melly on charges that he murdered 2 of his friends 5 years ago. The 12-member panel could not reach an anonymous verdict after 3 days of deliberation. Broward County prosecution had been seeking the death penalty, and they likely to retry the case with the new jury.
Yeah. Here. So look, so first off, like this Ynw Melly case reminds me of another case. I think it's like a Tavis case, right? Where Tavis was being accused of killing his 2 parents. He went to court, was a mistrial. Went back to court again, was a second mistrial. Now he's going back to court probably like next month for again the 3rd time, right? Now listen, right here's the interesting thing though. So like the first time Tavis like went to jail court, it was 3 not guilty, 9 guilty. The second mistrial, it was 9 not guilty.
This the second mistrial for real?
No, right? Yeah, right. It was 9 not guilty and 3 guilty, right? So now the 3rd trial, we would assume if it was 9 guilty and they flipped 6 for right, it's about to be probably like 12, right? So for him is,
I got a question, Flacco.
What's up?
In all of those cases that you brought up, and maybe with Melly's case too, did they bring any new evidence that they weren't able to use in the first trial to the second trial?
For Tavis, no.
Do you think they will be able to with Melly, since a lot of stuff seemed to have gotten thrown out that would hurt him? If there's a hole in the jury,
right.
like what do you? So do you think that this is good for Melly, or do you think that this is delaying the inevitable?
Look, right. So, and here's why I think it's good, right? Because we now know that Melly hired the right men for the job, meaning like these are 2 very skilled lawyers, right? So now they know every argument, every turn, every counter that the prosecutors, who come off as as some amateur niggas, they now know what the prosecutors are gonna say. Exactly like what twists and turns they're trying to go down.
Stumbling like a motherfucker.
Huh?
Like they was stumbling like a motherfucker. Like how y'all putting up witnesses that don't know what they talking about? This is just amazing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Are they able to prove like the witness tampering that they couldn't do this time around?
Hey man, right?
I'm asking, is that going to come up in this now?
I doubt it. Right. But though, like now the defense, them there had like a mock trial with the prosecutors' entire arguments, exhibits, counterpoints, proof, points, direct line of questioning. So now they know it all, right? Like so, like
can't go back to trial with the same evidence on the mistrial.
Oh, what? Yeah, right. Look,
You can't. You gotta.
Okay, so that was my question. You obviously have to present new evidence.
Yeah. In order to get back in front of, unless because it was a mistrial because they couldn't come up with a decision.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. You can't. You have to refile on him with new evidence. So what the DA does anyway is when they already know that their gun might run out of bullets, they put another clip somewhere. So what it means is that a motherfucker already don't present all the evidence on this case no way. So now when they refile, they got this on Melly, some shit that they had. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You can bring up like the same key points, kinda, but you gotta have some new shit to even. You get what I'm saying? Like to even start a whole new trial.
To let him out, and they're not gonna go for that.
They gotta let him out, but they're not letting him out. So they're gonna figure it out.
They got new shit for sure.
They already knew this was a mistrial like 15 days ago.
I'm sure.
When the lady got to doing all that shit, cutting up on trial, we already knew where this shit was going. When she was cutting up on the stand, I'm like, oh yeah, he got this one. Like nigga, I knew they wasn't gonna let him out, but I knew this one wasn't gonna stick.
Yeah. Well, right. So what's even kind of like crazier is they have no limit. Like they can like retry this motherfucker for as long as they want.
But they got to keep on presenting new evidence.
Yeah, right.
They do have a limit.
Josh, right? Josh.
That's why they didn't want to give him 12 in the box. It was 9-3, really.
It was
supposed to. It was 9-3 his way. So nigga, that's really called a hung jury.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's a hung jury. That's not a mistrial.
AJ Armstrong,
That is
the
hung jury.
mistrial.
For
Right?
I don't know why they're naming it like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. That's a hung jury. A mistrial is when they find something faulty in the midst of the trial,
Yeah, right.
and then they throw it out.
That's a fact.
Yeah, right here. Right here. Right. So like AJ, right? And he had the exact same shit, right? First mistrial, it was 3 not guilty, 9 guilty. Second mistrial, it was 9 not guilty, 3 guilty, right? And they still said, nah, fuck that nigga. You are now going back to court again for the third, for like the third trial now.
I watched the homies from Main Street just go through that. JJ and them, girl from Main Street, JJ,
They
50
found
and
what?
all them. Huh?
Was they found like not guilty the third time?
Man, them niggas probably done went 3 or 4 times, nigga. I think they
Oh,
just
really?
offered them niggas some deals to get them niggas up out their face.
And that should be the worst, bro. 'cause
Yeah.
them
And
dudes
it's
do
like-
shit.
They want you to be guilty so bad. Like, that's what I'm like, bro.
But he's
so they
guilty,
not doing white kids like that.
They're not.
They not dragging a white kid to 4
They're not
trials,
at all.
nigga.
They gonna drop that shit, nigga.
They
Come
gonna
on.
drop it. A mistrial on the gang, nigga. Nigga, I know it's a statistic. Everything else is, nigga.
Right.
It probably ain't just gonna pop up that fast. But what
You
is
have
the
to
rate
ask the
on a
right
white
question
kid
for the
going,
statistic.
having a mistrial and going back in front of the
Court,
judge?
right?
If you've been accused of murdering like 2 niggas, bro, like right, like
Nigga,
yeah, feel me, bro?
White
Like
people
like
get dropped for all
2?
kind of shit. Hell yeah.
2,
Bro,
nah,
they
that's
can
more
go on
than
a
2.
killing
nigga.
spree at the elementary and don't die.
Thank you.
No, like
And they
I'm
take them
talking
to
about
jail,
trial.
and now they fighting the case.
And
like,
don't get a
no,
death
that's
penalty.
it. Starts
And they
there.
don't get the death penalty.
It
They let
starts
them niggas
there. What
sit.
are you talking about?
Let a nigga sit for
Let
100 years.
us smoke anything in front of the nigga. The police, we could come out with no gun. They blowing us down.
A fact.
They don't got no fucking win, bro.
In fact, niggas get the screaming gun.
Yeah,
nigga.
facts. Hey,
You could come out crawling. They gonna pin you.
in facts, feel me?
Dead homies.
Hey, right in the here, right? So like, and that's why people said, bruh, like the police, like the night that Von died, they slid harder for Von than Von folks. You feel me, right?
That's because they seen the opportunity to kill something.
Tim got shot.
They killed 2 of Von's people.
Yeah, that's bro, man, bro.
Police
Just came. They
killed
was
them niggas.
that's crazy,
Nah,
man.
they was picking everything with a gun out off. They wasn't just
Facts.
shooting everywhere.
Bro.
Any nigga that had a gun, they was picking them off.
Bro, that's crazy,
sick
though,
shit.
man. Right? Yeah, right. But
Which is nuts.
right, but
That
Crazy,
you could even
right?
do that. It's crazy.
no facts, right? But if AJ,
A strong ass taser wouldn't have disarmed niggas?
nah,
Hell
bro.
yeah. A strong ass taser is gonna make you drop that motherfucker and immediately disarm you.
Them Chicago niggas get cracking on
Yeah,
the police
bro,
though. That's
I
one
ain't
saying
thing
they
about
don't.
them. Yeah,
But
yeah,
they was in
yeah,
Atlanta,
yeah, They
though.
was in that.
You
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Hell no,
Them
listen,
Chicago
man.
niggas go give it up to the niggas.
I just
I ain't
think
gonna
that
lie.
shit crazy, bro. I think police shouldn't be using lethal force. Nigga, that they wasn't shooting at y'all, nigga. They was shooting at each other, nigga. Disarm these niggas. Killing them is crazy, bro.
Yo, bro,
Killing them is crazy to me.
and like, what's
If
insane,
you
right?
got enough room to hit him in his torso, in his leg or something.
Something.
Nigga, arm. Like, nigga, you niggas is marksmen. Like, they
that
don't
kills
let
too,
you-
though.
It don't matter. At least it shows that you wasn't trying to dome
Yeah,
shot.
yo,
the
your
nigga.
intent was murder these
Yeah,
niggas who are
yeah,
committing
dome
a
shot the
crime.
nigga.
Where does that work in the so-called judicial system, nigga? You murdering niggas
yeah,
committing crimes? That sounds crazy to me.
Yeah, that shit crazy. 9-3. I feel like, nigga, it should be majority rules.
Man.
Nah, hell, nah.
I feel like majority
Nah, don't do
rule.
that now. Nah, bro.
They do it on votes.
And
when
niggas
the,
gonna
when
cry
we
at
picking
each
the
other.
president,
And he
when
guilty.
we picking the motherfucker to run this whole country.
Nah, don't do that now. No, well,
Nah, hell no.
After
He can't
guilty.
be beating it.
yeah, right, and right, and like,
No, listen. No. They have when
That's
you
majority
get
rule.
when you get jury instructions,
yeah,
they don't have to charge him for the crime to where he's getting the death penalty. They'll give you 3 charges that you can find him guilty on, and they can find him guilty on like a lesser charge, and then he
manslaughter
don't
like
have
that.
to get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, 9-3, because it's 3 people in there that's KKK. You get what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day,
Mm-hmm.
them 3 people are probably in that motherfucker hate black people, man. He's guilty. If you got 9 motherfuckers saying not guilty, bro, them 3 people is just being pricks.
I can almost guarantee.
Because it wasn't
See you,
9
right?
black people on the trial.
No, wait, right. Look, though, right. So look, I can almost guarantee, right, that if it's majority rules, that there'll be a bad news for black folks. Bad news for niggas. You feel me? Especially in 2023, bro.
Man, because a lot of shit that be
Man,
saving
what?
niggas be them two people that be like, nah, they didn't do it. I
Alright.
get it.
And then you go
I get
again,
it.
and
It's
then
two
you
sides.
get found guilty. I've
two
never
sides
seen a
to it.
nigga get 10-2 the other way and then come back in front of a jury and win.
In fact,
I've never seen it. I've never seen them lose the hung jury 10-2 and then come back the next time and spank ass. I've never seen that. It only happens when it's 10-2 the other way, then they go back and whoop it in the next trial. I've been around too many trials to even,
man.
you get what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I mean,
bro, listen, bro, like, if you come to court with your tattoos and your dreads, and you say, listen,
This nigga.
it's majority rules, oh, man, come on now, bro. Like, nobody folks, bro.
nah, but what I'm saying
go-
is it should be the
yeah.
same. It should be the same as when we pick our president. Nigga, you're voting on somebody's life. You want 12 people to say the same thing.
Yeah,
on 6-0.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work when you got it's not.
If it's life in jail, yeah, bro. Like,
Bro,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
racial.
yeah.
It's all type of prejudice that's going on in this shit. Like, and that's been going on. Like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah, 'cause
you
that's
get
not
what
a
I'm saying?
jury
Like,
of your peers.
of course, it's 3 white people that's
10,
like, fuck
80-year-old
that nigga.
white people is not a jury
Come on,
of
bro.
your
That's
peers.
not your peers,
It's
bro.
not your
You supposed to
peers, bro.
face your peers.
But
nigga.
isn't that what
go
the-
get 12 niggas from the projects, nigga?
Isn't that what
Nigga
the
that I
dil-
grew up with?
Nah, hell nah.
Nah,
you
the
bugging.
peers.
Hell nah, you wild,
Yo,
bro.
peer. What are peers?
But isn't
is-
that what the jury has to do? They have to deliberate. So like you come up with this idea, and then you have
Pass
to
me the
present your
lighter, Josh.
argument amongst
Where?
each other.
Oh, so Josh. Where's the lighter?
What's up? Oh,
You said say it again.
so you can have your opinion on like the evidence that was presented. You're gonna have all your preconceived notions, but ultimately, like it has to be unanimous. Like they're gonna have a decision, and then they're gonna keep talking about it, keep talking about it, keep talking about it. If you don't come to a decision, I mean that's pretty fair, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you don't come to. I'm saying this is life. This is how it works. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, oh, if 9 people and 3, like, I feel like majority rules should be like after 3/4 of the people say
Like
yeah.
80%.
Yeah, like
Man,
80% of the
facts,
people. Like, you
facts.
get what I'm saying? Like,
If you do have 12, I'm not
Yeah.
against something like that.
yeah, but
That kinda
it
makes a
can't
lot
be
of
like 7-5 or some shit. Like, nah, that's
too close.
That's a hung
That's too
jury.
much
Even
doubt.
8-4 is a hung jury, but 10-2, 9-3, like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely too much doubt. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, like the prosecutors are expecting to retrial right now. Two is this though. Now, like he can now technically get bail, right? And they're going back on the 28th.
Aren't they denying it though?
Well, here, right? So like, yeah, right. Like they're going back and on the 28th for the status report, and to also like let's talk about the bail or like bond right now. Do y'all personally think that he's gonna get bond
Nah,
No.
I don't think they're gonna give him bond.
I don't think they're gonna let him out.
for another 2 years? He finna be in jail fighting this?
It's a high possibility.
Nah,
Yeah.
hell nah, bro.
That's
You
how
think
it
they gonna
goes.
let him
My
out this
boy
time?
been-
Yeah,
My
yeah,
boy
bro.
been in jail for like 9.5 years fighting this murder.
For like mistrials?
All type of shit. They get all type of shit.
That's
yeah.
crazy, bro.
Hell yeah.
Look, bro. Like again, like I personally like don't think.
The DP state phase in California take like 2 years to figure out. Like, you be fighting the death penalty for 2 years before you even go to arraignment.
Yeah, right. But I personally don't think right that that any judge like who sees not guilty of 9 after 4 years they prolong it, extended it for 4 years. They finally go to court and get a 9 not guilty, and a judge in this country says nah, bro, nah. You feel me?
Okay, why is Melly guilty if he didn't pull the trigger?
He did pull the trigger.
He had no gunpowder on him. How?
How is Melly guilty if he never pulled the trigger?
He wait.
The signs
He
are
did pull
showing
the trigger,
back
though.
to Cortland.
No, right? No, right? So Corlin was the driver.
How he got gunpowder on him, and he the only nigga with gunpowder on him.
Well,
How that work?
Well, here, right? When they got here, right? So look, right? So when him and Melly like got out the car, right? Like they shot up the car. to stage it as a drive-by, right? And his dumbass got convinced by Melly to drop off
The body.
the 2 dead bodies, knowing you niggas done just shot up this vehicle to stage a drive-by. Feel me? Dumb as hell.
They should have shot his ass. They should have
This
shot
nigga
one
over
of
here
them niggas. Should have
killing
got
me with
grave.
the
Yo, what
Chris
happens with Bortland's trial? Does that
His is next. I think he's cooked.
I hear, right?
is that on schedule or does that have to happen after this?
That nigga cooked.
It
Nah,
definitely
it's on
has to
schedule.
happen,
His-
like,
No,
like
it don't
yeah.
have to be. They can't go off of the decision of this trial to convict him. They have to open the courtroom. Had to be courtroom had to open up for him. So they done with this trial. They about to put his ass in trial. He's not going back to trial for another year and a half.
Yeah, no.
But what I'm saying is, like, if there's like crazy evidence presented against Portland, that
He's
then-
going to jail.
Yeah, but then they're going to be able to use that against Melly.
No,
with the
that's
second
why it's
trial.
2 separate trials.
That-
Nothing that was said in that trial can be used in Melly's trial.
That's why they
So there's
separated
nothing
them.
that's like factually proven from that can then get used against him.
Nothing. There's nothing that you can use unless it's in both of y'all paperwork. They can't say, "Oh, well, his crime, he was already convicted of this."
Interesting.
Yeah,
You
right.
can't tell the jurors that because now it's a biased decision. You still not giving him. You know what I mean? Like you got that in your head that the dude that was
Yeah.
with him is already guilty.
And right, wait, and like
I mean, they charge
And
people
how
who
do
are already
you
in jail.
how
all
do
the
you
time,
even
though,
get
too.
any jurors
People
that
who are
don't
already
know?
who are perceived to be guilty for shit?
If that nigga gets charged in this, how do you find any jurors that don't know about that nigga getting charged in?
yeah,
How the
and
fuck
like
you do that?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
How the
It
fuck you
doesn't
really
matter.
find some
Well, in
unbiased-
Florida, it's motherfuckers that's not following hip hop. It's a
facts.
gang of people that
Yeah,
don't
Florida.
This
give a
on the
fuck about
news
hip
though.
hop.
This shit is on the
All
news
right,
every
that's-
day.
That's cool, but at the end of the day, you still have to show beyond reasonable doubt that a motherfucker is guilty. And
That's
you
not what I'm
can't
saying.
bring-
What I'm saying is, how do you find people who aren't gonna have this idea in their head that he's guilty already? That's what I'm saying. When it's on the news already, when you already
He got
seeing it
tats
drilled
on
down
his
your
face
head
and
every day.
dreads. He looks guilty.
Still, like, nah, that's not good enough. Seeing the nigga all on your TV every single day, then just seeing somebody with dreads and face tat, that's completely
They
different.
probably busted jurors in from different counties.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of people out there that ain't tapped into Ynw Melly.
Yeah, I was
It's not
to
about
say.
being tapped into Ynw Melly, dog. I know motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about no rap, don't know nothing about it. Older people that's texting me talking about this shit because it's on the news, nigga.
Nah,
And
but
don't
you
have
still
to be
miss-
following Ynw Melly to know anything about this.
Even
That
if
shit ain't on
it's not,
Spectrum
yeah,
news.
it's not just like the
That shit
biggest
ain't no
news ever.
CNN.
It's a lot of
CNN.
my mom don't
In
know
that
anything about
county,
this right
yes,
now.
it is. Down there, yes, it is.
So they probably
I'm telling
busting
you.
people in from different counties.
You gonna have
is
to get a
what
nigga
I'm
out the
telling you.
state. In Florida, they're talking about this.
Yeah.
yeah, and right is how do
You can't tell me they not.
It's just like the YSL shit. Motherfucker just gonna have to get their opinion off of the information presented to him. It ain't nothing else you can do about it.
I don't know. You don't think there are rural parts of Florida that
I'm telling you it is. He just
I'm
don't
telling
believe
you
it.
is.
I'm not saying that it's not.
north,
All you gotta
It's
have
a
is a
gang
fucking
of white
TV.
people that don't give a fuck.
All you
Every
gotta have
time
is a
they see
TV
a
with
black
the
story
news.
about a killing, they not paying attention. They going to refill their coffee. They wait until they talk about Trump and Biden with
Yeah.
coke.
Yeah,
and
fuck.
all. They don't give a fuck
And this
about
shit come
that
on the news right after
Niggas
Trump.
kill niggas every day to them.
Yeah, that shit is normal to them. It's another one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's how they're looking at, especially
Hey,
northern Florida.
That sound like it's even worse to me. That don't sound better.
I mean, I'm not saying that it's better, but I'm just saying
I don't-
it's,
you feel me?
it's just that's a thing for sure. All right, but what else we got on the
Well,
topics?
wait though, right? So for Bortland, it's kind of like, how do you prove that he's guilty of being the getaway driver to a murder when the person y'all are accusing of the murder got found not guilty?
That's the point of
Oh
separate.
no! If he did, yeah, right. You feel me? Right, right.
Listen, that's
Yeah.
the point of separating cases. You separate cases so no information can be funneled between both of the trials, bro.